Hi, my name is Lincoln Thomas. We're at Cornell Farm in the kitchen garden. We're going to be planting a blueberry in a pot today. Blueberries are a beautiful bush, multi-season interest. This particular one, the Cabernet Splash, has this fantastic red foliage now. It's going to turn into a green this summer and then have a even redder foliage in the fall. So we're going to be putting this into a pot today. So we're just going to use some Edna's Best potting soil right here. We're going to do some sure start for the roots to minimizing transplant shock, and we're going to add some rhodiola azalea camellia food, but we call it blueberry food, to help acidify the soil because blueberries like acidic soil. Let's go ahead and get potting this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and do a half full with my Edna's potting soil, just going right in, and that looks quite nice. It's a little bit lower than the surface, so we're going to still have some water that can fill in when you're going to water this later. I'm going to go ahead and water the soil, so the Sure Start fertilizer is not going to touch dry soil, because the microbes in the Sure Start like to have access to some water when they're going in. So I'm just going to take this out of the pot. I like to cover up the top of the soil. I don't know how firmly rooted this is. And I like to do it over the pot so that any soil that might be falling out is going to go into the pot and I can use it. I'm not making any kind of mess. Good. Okay, now I'm looking at the roots. Are they circling? There is a little bit of circling. I just want to kind of free up a little bit to let the roots have that redirection outwards into the pots. Now I don't want to bring the soil line up any higher on the plant than it was previously. Now, it's not all the way full, but I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm going to, we're getting some rain, since I'm going to mix in my rhodiola azalea camellia blueberry food that I pre-measured out. I'm going to cover that up with a little bit extra soil. Alright, so mix that in a little bit. I'm going to water that in a little bit. And a little more soil on top because I've still got the top root ball exposed. Well, we had to run inside real quick because it started raining on us some more. But we've got our potted blueberry here. I just want water. No, I'm going to give it a little more water. You like the water, especially the first time, until you can see some water running at the bottom. That way you know all of the soil has access to water. I might even get some more later before I call this done, but that's all I have for now. Alright, so it's been a few days and it looks like our Cabernet Splash blueberry is liking its new home. A few items to recap. First, blueberries like acidic soil that is moderately well draining, so the Edna's Best potting soil combined with some rhodiola azalea camellia food is going to be great for that. Second, your blueberry yield is going to be higher if you have a couple different varieties of blueberries that can cross-pollinate each other. That means all flowering at the same time. Thirdly, you're going to want to make sure you water this regularly and deeply, meaning you can see water coming out the bottom. That can mean anywhere between 1 to 3 times per week, depending on how hot and how much direct sun it's getting. And feel free to just dig down a few inches to check the soil moisture to see whether it's time to water. And since it's in a pot, it's going to want more regular fertilizer application. And so according to Stone Organics, that means about once per month during the normal growing season from the spring through the fall. Hope you enjoyed the video today, and we look forward to seeing you on the farm.